What is up, Williams Baptist University? You're listening to the Williams Pulse podcast. My name is Nolan Williams. I'm a junior here at WBU, and I'm joined by staff member Bill Jeffrey and the director of the Student Success Center, Gabby Dixon.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Happy Sunday.
It is Sunday. Why is this coming out on a Sunday?
Okay, so starting today, we have something new for the WBU community. So this podcast will be released on Sundays now, and we're going to do a massive new email list that will be sent to all of our students, faculty, staff, friends, and family, pretty much anyone who wants to know what's going on around WBU.
In this email, the Williams Weekly info, Gabby, you started that, right?
I did.
And Student Life does that now with Maggie and Tim.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to include that info in there. And we're going to have that PDF version, so that way if, like Amy in the mailroom is good to print them off and put them out. So if you still want to do that, we're going to have that in there. But it's also going to be like in at the beginning of each email where you can just go in and see what's going on for the week. The Williams Pulse. This podcast will always be called the Williams Pulse, but the name kind of got a big promotion this week. So we're going to be sending out a weekly email on Sundays that you could, say is basically like a kind of like what we read in here, like all the events, and we just have them listed out and we talk about them. It's going to include that, but we're going to expand the podcast to what would you could say like the newspaper realm or the digital realm, or to be most precise, just a basic email.
Okay.
So it's nothing fancy. So this podcast is still going to include hot takes, college hacks, the news, admission-specific events, and most importantly, the only place you can get to meet guests and hear rapid fire answers and get to know people like Gabby better. So you still got to listen to the podcast, but we wanted to have a centralized format of this information in the email, the context of an email for like all the students, faculty, and staff and friends of the community, maybe like a staff family member, like I'm going to sign my wife up. And if you are on that list, you have an email today in your email inbox.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah. Why are we doing this, Gabby?
The Williams Pulse is driven by a purpose to empower and connect individuals within the community by providing relevant and timely information.
Bingo. So on the podcast, we've aimed to do that. In Student Life, they've aimed to do that. In housing, they aim to do that. In Student Success, Gabby, you've aimed to do that. So nothing massive is going to change. We're just all going to be collaborating together to create.
Wait for it.
A basic email. But no, I think it'll be helpful, don't y'all?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like we used to have all of this information kind of spread out at around different areas, but now it's just one spot.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So, like we've said before, the podcast isn't going to change that much, if at all. But the weekly email will be hopefully your most reliable source of what's going on at WBU. So obviously events like athletics, student success, housing, student life, all those things.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to include stuff from financial aid. Like, did you know it's time to file your FAFSA? There's been lots of changes this year, but it's time to go ahead and get that thing in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's relevant for everybody.
For sure. It's going to have admissions info. For example, did you know that we have a music preview day this Tuesday, and the performing arts are performing?
I did not know that.
Performing arts programs are performing.
Wow.
Good
That's
for
what
them.
they do.
Them doing what they do.
If you are free, if you don't have a 9 o'clock that day, then you can drop in and hear these performances.
It's at 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, like student success, this is relevant for everybody. So, Gabby, tell us, for example, what will they see in this email?
For student success, they will see our tutor schedule. They'll see an opportunity to submit prayer requests that our enrollment management team will pray for. And also on weeks where we have workshops, those will be listed in there so students can sign up for them. So we have workshops this semester.
Are those new?
Yeah, they are. They're new this spring. So
What are they?
we have them for intermediate algebra, Comp 1, and study skills. So just to help students as they work through those classes.
How do I get my name on that list to have a cycling workshop? A bicycling workshop?
We might have to think about that one.
Okay. I just want it part of the official school schedule. That's all I want. Let's make that happen.
Definitely.
In this email you've received today, you're going to learn this from there, but we want to go ahead and continue sharing it here. So, Nolan, kick us off with the news for this week.
All right, so tomorrow night, Monday night, is the men's JV basketball at 7 p.m.
On Tuesday, we have our music preview day, like Nolan previously mentioned. Softball plays at 1 and 3. On Tuesday night, there's Trivia Tuesday in the Eagle Grill at 7:30. And then for lunch on Tuesday, you can try Brazilian food.
Who organized this International Food Week thing?
The Student Success Center along with Fresh Ideas.
Nice.
So why weren't there Belgium waffles?
This is the real reason you're on here today, Gabby.
I didn't choose the menu, actually. The students and Chef Paul worked together on that. So,
Belgian chocolate? Where was that at?
I don't know, but waffles originated in Belgium. So, or not waffles. French fries.
Did
French
they?
fries
Wait,
originated in Belgium.
didn't we talk about this in the podcast last time? And was it Dr. Putman who said that they didn't?
No, maybe they didn't start in France.
Sounds like we need to have. That's what he said. He said it started in France. So
No,
now
no,
I've heard
no,
it both ways.
No. He said it did not start in France.
They started in Belgium.
Yeah. Hey,
Sounds like I need to go back and listen to the podcast.
Okay, I did not eat the beef stew because I'm vegan. But I ate 2 plates of French fries and 2 wraps that day.
I saw it.
There you go.
And no, 2 wraps. I had that was the Friday before. I had 2 big plates of pasta. That was amazing. I had a really good lunch.
Did y'all see that there were dino nuggets in the calf?
No, there weren't.
Yes, there
they
were.
were very popular.
When?
Mhm.
When were they in there?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
This podcast has already made a positive impact on this campus.
Yep.
We talked about it right here.
Monday and Tuesday they had dino nuggets.
It's a quick turnaround.
What a world we live in.
Mhm.
Good
That's
job, Fresh
why
Ideas.
yes. And good job you, listener. That's why we submit our hot takes and college hacks. It's moments like these that we can pat ourselves on the back and say, I'm proud to be an Eagle American. All right. What's going on Wednesday?
At 11 o'clock on Wednesday, we have our chapel service. And Mike Dixon is the speaker.
So
do you
make
know
sure to
Mike?
use your skip.
Gabby's like, I'm using my skill.
No.
Mike and Gabby are married.
Yes.
So,
So you should go to chapel.
Yes.
And not use your skip.
yes, that's right. Thursday, the International Dessert Social is at 6 p.m.
Mhm.
There's 3 of them this semester.
There are.
Sweet. And do you know what the dessert's going to be?
I don't know what the dessert's going to be, but it will be
Belgium chocolate.
it will be representing 3 or 4 different countries that are represented on our campus. So
Oh, wow.
each one will represent the different countries. So
Nice. Is that just in the cafeteria?
it is.
Okay. So then it starts at 6 p.m. So if
That's
you eat
cool.
at 5, stick around till 6
Yes.
for dessert.
Mm-hmm.
And then at 8 p.m. is the PM worship service.
Mm-hmm.
And that's in the Moody, I believe.
And then Friday, baseball's playing at 1 and 3, and they're also playing again on Saturday at 12 and 2.
Exciting times.
Mhm.
Well, hey, Gabby, thank you for organizing all this stuff. Like, not just the Student Success Center, but everything that's kind of going into how the Williams Pulse has kind of taken on new life with being in our new email format as well. So we're excited to partner with you in Student Life with Maggie and Dean Tim Chapman. And yeah, I'm excited about where the Pulse is heading.
I think it'll be great.
All right. Over in admissions news, Nolan.
Yep, so our first preview day, as we've already mentioned, is our music preview day, February 6th. So that's this Tuesday. Our Williams Works preview day is February 15th, and then we have the spring preview day, February 22nd.
Tune in next Sunday for next week's episode of the Williams Pulse. And in the meantime,
This has been
and will continue to be,
the Williams Pulse. There it is.